Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Very excited for today's beer. It's a beer from Southern Tier Brewing, so proper glassware, no big deal. And it's from their Barrel House series. It's called Sasquatch. Complex barley wine beast brewed with, hence the name, local maple syrup and aged on oak bourbon barrels. 13.7% ABV. Definitely sounds like the kind of beer that I should really enjoy. I had done their, I don't remember if I ever had this one, but I know I've reviewed their oat, which I had always really liked that they had aged in bourbon barrels. Actually, they had some of those on the shelf as well. I just got this today. Although it's from March of this year, and currently it's early May. Let's see. Sasquatch, an elusive ale brew. I'm sorry, introducing Sasquatch. So if it's saying introducing, I'm assuming I've not had it like I thought. An elusive ale brew with maple syrup. It spent 12 months in the woods. Wow, so 12 months. Bourbon barrels. Actually, let me just read the whole thing. It spent 12 months in the woods developing strong character in three ways. 1/3 of the beer was kept in bourbon barrels, another third aged in bourbon barrels that once held maple syrup, and the remaining liquid was aged on hand-charred oak staves. That has spent time in Southern Tier Distilling Company's American whiskey. That's cool. So at the very least, they're using, cause I guess they probably can't call their whiskey bourbon, right? Because they're not in the right area. But they actually use some of their own whiskey staves. So that's really cool. So I don't know if it's technically triple barreled then. Like maybe double barreled plus barrel adjacent. I don't know. Anyway, a lot of introduction for it. It's a barley wine that's been aged in bourbon barrels and on whiskey staves. Really excited again. I think it's pretty obvious. It's looking like a barley wine. And I almost never talk about price. I just happen to remember that this one was $10 for a pint. So let's see what I think. Yeah, it definitely has like that dark ruby, kind of like a cola color, off-white head. Actually, it's kind of like between what I would call off-white, like so relatively close to white, and khaki. Somewhere in the middle of those two things. Definitely not dark enough to be khaki. I see some legs on the side already for sure. But yeah, I mean, it has a nice, like it's very orangey down here. I think it's more red, like this burnt color in the center, brown. But yeah, it looks like a barley wine. See about the aroma. You get a lot of bourbon. Wow. Okay, so you get a lot of spirit, some sweetness. I get dried fruits without a doubt. Wait, did this one have figs in it, or was that something else I was looking at? Yeah, I almost pulled. What is that? The Oscar Blues and Cigar City collab. I almost pulled that one instead. Anyway, that one has figs in it. This one does not, although it smells like it has figs in it. Nice note of vanilla, but it's not that real vanilla. It's that vanilla that you get from the barrels for sure. I'm gonna guess this is more English style. It's pretty sweet smelling. I'll tell you what, I get that maple syrup for sure too. That smells really good. Like between it looking like a barley wine and how good this smells, I'm like really excited for the taste. Let's find out. Cheers. Wow. Definitely an English style. Maple syrup comes through. It is a relatively syrupy beer. There's that smoke char for sure. Wow, this is just so pleasant. Toasted marshmallow, caramel, a little bit of molasses in the finish. Those dark dried fruits, the raisins, the prunes, figs, all that stuff definitely coming through as well. Little bit of alcohol. It approaches about 80% of the way through the gulp, like as you're processing what you're tasting. There's some like cherry medicinal. For my palate, definitely not too hot, but it is there. Interestingly, I get it more in the back, like, taste than I do in the chest, like that warmth. Usually, at least the first few sips, if there's any burn, I get it in the chest first before I start tasting it. But this one, it's flipped. I do not get in the chest. Really reminds me of Sammy Claus, which I have here right behind me. I don't think you can see it. Maybe you can. Really reminds me of that winter warmer, which is like 15%. So I think it's a little higher than this one. Probably pretty obvious. This is a huge winner for me. I'm loving this. I like if it's still on the shelf the next time I go back. I'm definitely buying another, probably just one bottle to age because I'm trying to drink down what I have already. But yeah, like that burnt marshmallow char, sweet syrup, the maple, all these things are working together so well. It, it's not peaty, but that char quality is bringing it close. I really like this beer a lot. And again, that bourbon, their oat beer, which is a stout, if you're not familiar with that beer, just their barrel game seems pretty good. The few I've had so far, like the legit, the pumpkin. The last time I had that was rum barrel aged. But lately they've been on point. So thumbs up for them. I think I'm rambling at this point, which means it's time to wrap it up. But if you want to keep talking about it, comment section below or find me on Instagram or Untapped. No hype beer reviews at both those places. So please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, imbibe. Cheers, everyone.